Hi everyone, my name is Laura and welcome to Book Bubbler. I've missed you guys. It's been a few weeks. It's been busy here. Also, I just got a ring light, as in I just set it up like 5 minutes ago and I tried it out. I think this is my favorite color, but like this isn't bad, right? Like it's also not good YouTube-y. I'm gonna stick with this one and just go with it. Hi. I will do, this will be a little chatty today, but I will leave all the Friday reads and what I've read and everything, like all that stuff at the beginning. And then if you want to stick around for the chatty part, you can, but you can also head out of here after a few minutes if you want to. So hello, hi. It's October 8th, 7th, Friday night. It's 7 o'clock. Just got home from work. And yeah, okay, let's do a quick Friday reads / September wrap up since I haven't been here for a while. And get that out of the way. Okay, so song of the week this week is Adele, When We Were Young, because she's going to have her new album out. I think next week it comes out and I'm so excited. I friggin' love Adele. So enjoy some When We Were Young. Okay, for September wrap up, I failed at everything, essentially. That's the short version. So if you want to leave now, bye. I get it. Just kidding. But I failed at the Bob's Burgers reading challenge. Totally failed there. I failed at literally everything I set on my note to do, including Short of September, which was a super big bummer because I loved Short of September. I still have these 3 to read. This is Pirates, White Fly, and About the House. I still have these 3 to read, and I will read them hopefully before the end of the year, but like that's the plan. I'm also still working on The Descent of Man and one other one that I don't remember the name of right now, but I had 5 that I was short for Short of September to complete the board. So I'll keep working on it. And I plan on doing it next year too. Let's see, what else did I read? I finished 2 of the Hamish Macbeth books. I think it's number 5 and 6 in the series. Death of a Hussy, which was fine, 3 stars, and Death of a Snob. That was fine too, again, like 3.5 stars. That one I liked a little bit better because I liked Patricia a little bit more, Patricia Halberton Smythe. I liked her a little bit more in that book. I liked her characters finally starting to change and grow up a little bit more, and I appreciated that in that Snob book. But they're just cozy reading, cozy mysteries. They're not PC, they're not up to date now anymore, certainly, but I kind of don't care. Like the fat phobia that's in there, and it's racist. I mean, it's sort of racist, but you're either racist or you're not, right? It's a little racist, but I don't know. It is what it is. It was written almost 40 years ago, like 35 years ago, whatever. And I have enough fat phobia internalized anyway, so it was like nothing compared to what I tell myself, so whatever. So I read those 2, and then I finished The Alienist by Caleb Carr. This took me a long time. Here is the actual title page. Sort of. God, this is falling apart. Oh, I just pulled out the inside picture. Anyways, The Alienist. This was good. This was creepy for sure. Pretty gruesome, like more gruesome than I would have expected. Even if, since it's a book about a serial killer and murder investigations and detecting and the late 1800s, early 1900s. I forget the dates even. It's terrible. But I liked it. I read almost all of it in bed on my Kindle. Again, unusual for me. It's like a thriller, mystery, gruesome, murdery book. And I was just like, no problem reading. I don't know why. I think it's because it happened so long ago and it's fictional, you know, minor detail. That helped a bit too. But I really enjoyed this big chunkster. It didn't feel that long. And I look forward to reading the second one, which is The Angel of Darkness, and that's right around 630 pages, I think. I had it checked out from the library, and then returned it because I thought, who am I kidding? I'm not going to read that right now. So that's back at the library. That's fine. I'll get to it eventually, but this was good. I do want to watch the first season of the show. I'm assuming the first season follows the plot of this book, but I'd like to watch that and see how that holds up, compare and contrast. Probably rip the TV show apart, but that's fine. So finished this one, Chunkster, that's been on my shelf for a very long time. And the last one I finished was for the Jurassic Park Lost World read-along, Jurassic Park by Michael Chrichton. This was great. I mean, I don't know if I would have read this anytime soon at all, like in the next 10 years, if not for this readathon. So I'm very grateful to Danny for hosting this. It's so interesting to talk about. The science in here is accessible to everyone. It's different from the movie in quite a few ways, and I've never seen past the first movie, I know, but everyone else pretty much has, and assures me, but like I said, that there are parts that happen in this book that happen in the second movie for whatever reason. They did make some changes, of course, because how can you not? But really, the movie is a pretty solid adaptation of this book. It's fast-paced, it keeps you reading. I should have read Michael Chrichton years ago, quite honestly, so there we go, finished that. So those are the 4 that I have read in the 3-ish weeks that I have been gone. I am working on Doris's mid-month Boo Bash. I'm working on a vlog for that this weekend. With this schmancy ring light I have now, I can film in the low lighting in my house. Everything is like 25 or 60 watt bulbs. And I pretty much just live by fairy lights or white Christmas lights. Those are my main light sources. My parents always called me a bat when I was a kid, so this is nice to have as an option. And yeah, I'm working on that, and I'm gonna go on vacation next week for a few days, the first adult vacation of my life. Excited for that. And yeah. So okay, if you are all done, that's all the bookish talk. It's like everything that I have missed in September. I did film an October TBR this past Monday, and I just haven't posted it yet. I apologize. Hopefully that will be up on Sunday, so you can see what I plan on reading this month. Don't laugh too hard. And yeah, so if that's all you're here for, thanks for checking in, and I will see you soon, and goodbye. For everyone else who's still here, okay, I'll try to make this short because I know it's already 7.5 minutes. I know you don't want to listen to an hour-long vlog about me, whatever. So 2 things were going on simultaneously. One, my mom got sick again. It's like a flu, essentially, is what it was. She is not vaccinated. Her immune system is not strong enough for the vaccine. That is why. She had shingles for almost a full year, and is finally recovered from that now. So they're working on building up her immune system again so she can be strong enough to get the vaccine, because she really, really wants it. So she's shooting for that, and hopefully by maybe November or so, she'll be able to get it. She's also concerned because typically vaccines have a stabilizing agent that she's deathly allergic to, literally deathly allergic to, and she doesn't know if it's in any of these vaccines as a stabilizer or not, so she needs to talk to her pharmacist. It's a whole other thing, blah. So she had the flu. She had got a COVID test. It's not COVID. But she also had her first surgery for cataracts on her right eye, and she's very nervous about that. I think she made herself a little more sick because she was so anxious, but that went pretty well. She's going to have her second one done, I don't know, at some point in future. The other eye is not anywhere near as bad, so there's not the typical 3-week wait in between. So that's okay, but she's had a lot of lymphatic problems. I have lymphatic problems as well. I think most people probably do and don't really realize it necessarily, but our lymphatic treatment person has retired. So we found a new person to see, both of us, and she is making leaps and bounds with this new person, feeling a lot better. Every day is better, but for about 2 weeks there, I had to drive her everywhere and take her to doctor's appointments, take her to the lymphatic place, take her for a follow-up over here, or whatever. So that was a lot of running. She's doing much better, like I said. It's very stressful for me, very stressful. I try not to go there from when she had cancer, but I just went there, and I didn't realize I would go there and go so far and worry so much, but I did. So worked through that. So that's all my mom's stuff. I just came from her house after work tonight and saw her, and she's doing really great, so that's good. And then the stuff for me, I know I've talked to you guys before a little bit about some of my health stuff. Is essentially my entire endocrine system is messed up. All of my health issues are hormonal. So there's not a lot Western medicine can do. And I have always been a person who responds very well to homeopathics and all natural products versus a Western more manufactured thing. Not that I don't take some things and I haven't tried them before. I'm not knocking Western medicine at all. I'm not. I'm just saying what's working for me, what has worked and what does work for me is generally more natural things. So my holistic functional medicine doctor, she is a registered nurse and worked for a doctor for a while. She's been a nurse for I think 30 some years and started getting into functional medicine 25 years ago alongside with being an RN. So it's a good combination. I see her and I also have a more traditional Western doctor that I see annually for checkups, all that stuff. But I mostly talk to my holistic lady. And it feels to me like she hasn't been listening to me for the last couple of years, and for the last 10 or so years, she's always been pushing for me to be sicker than I am. By that, I mean things like, I think that you have celiac disease, and that's diagnosed by blood work. And when I get blood work, which I do several times a year, we never test for that. So that's the only way to test for it. I have tried not eating it before and eating it, and I didn't notice a difference. So I don't think I have celiac, but she kept pushing. And then she would, for a while, she was telling me that I was diabetic. And I was like, no, I'm not. I know I'm not. We would test everything and everything is like very normal, very low blood sugar numbers, everything. But she kept bringing it up, you know, and then we do blood work and I'm like, no, see, like, no. So she has started to work, this is my holistic doctor, started to go more towards the treating Alzheimer's and dementia patients and slowing the progression of that, trying to halt the disease through nutrition and taking care of yourself. Great, that's great. So she's been going more that direction while still not really paying attention to the things that I have been saying. And when I see her in person now, it's all over Zoom like lots of people are doing, fine. But when I see her, it's 45 minutes to an hour. And we talk about all aspects of my life, functional medicine, holistic, that's what that is. I really like that, I appreciate that. So that's a little background of that. And then I had blood work done and my insulin and glucose numbers were high, but by like 1 point or 2 points. And my uric acid level was high, if anyone knows what this means. My cholesterol is a little high and my blood pressure was high. Again, this is like I do blood work 3 times a year. This is the 3rd time in a row. So for a year it's been high. So it's inflammation and everything else. Fine. I saw that and I was like, this is not good. Maybe I'm finally pre-diabetic. Not that I'm like rooting for it, but you know, I've been heavy for a while and I've been really stressed out and whatever. So she told me that I was diabetic and I panicked, started crying on the phone with her. And she told me I should do this metabolic reset eating program. I'm going to say diet just for ease in future, but it's a whole different way of eating and you're supposed to maintain this forever. So lifestyle change, but I'm going to say diet. So it's this metabolic reset diet. In the book that you get with it, it keeps talking about how it's for weight loss, but really she looks at it as a liver and gallbladder detox. So since she diagnosed me as being diabetic, she's like, this should knock this back. We're catching this early. It wasn't there 6 months ago. It's just kicked up now. So I was really scared and I said, okay, let's do this. It's expensive. I don't get any food from her. I pay out for all the food myself. It's all like just essentially all I'm eating is ground turkey and cauliflower rice, which is not what you're supposed to do necessarily, but that's all that I can do personally. So yeah, I got really scared and went, okay, I'm doing this. So I talked to my Western doctor for my yearly checkup and he was like, this is awfully extreme. This is really restrictive. He's like, if you want to try this, good luck to you. But if you can't do it, don't feel bad. So this diet is no alcohol, no grains, no legumes, no beans or anything, no oils of any kind. That includes olive oil, that includes any kind of oils like vitamin E oil that would be in a face cream. I'm not supposed to use that. So no oils, no gluten, no carbs, no sugar, no anything, essentially. And you are supposed to fast for 16 hours a day. And then you only eat lunch and dinner. No snacking, nothing else. And it's 4 ounces of a lean protein, 4 ounces of a list of vegetables. There's the approved list, which is the one you have to measure. And then there's a shorter, not approved list, which just means they're like free-for-all. So I could eat as much green lettuce as I wanted to, for example. And then you finish every meal with 4 ounces of fresh fruit. And to cook things, you can only eat them raw or steam them in either water or broth. Those are the only 2 ways to cook anything. You can have black coffee, but she wants you to drink black, unadulterated or whatever, mushroom coffee, or just plain straight tea, no sugars, no cream, no nothing. I can't roast vegetables because that's olive oil. I can't have that. I have to make all of my own salad dressings using broth in place of olive oil. So I can't really eat out or anything. Yeah, it is miserable. I am miserable. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I have talked to 2 other people in my life that are professionals I don't see them in a medical capacity, but they are both RNs. And I have told them about this diet, and they're like, this does not sound good. And all the like regular people I know, like my mom or anyone else in my life, they're all like, this, I don't, but I want to try it and see. So I am not having a good time. And most of my time is spent being hungry constantly, which I'm not supposed to be, but I'm constantly hungry. Also no eggs. So I'm always hungry, and I just eat those 12 ounces of food for lunch and dinner, and I don't snack, and that's it. Everything tastes like broth. I'm really sick of it. I mean, yeah, it's super depressing. It's super depressing. And I know that I was in a bad place. I was super, super stressed and not paying attention to things, and I was eating out too much, absolutely. But this is like, it's supposed to shock your body into realizing that it's not working the way that it should, and go, hold up, wait a second here. There's a bunch of excess fat here we can burn, and we've got all this excess, we need oil, so let's take this from our system. And like, oh my gosh, we need sugar, because you do need sugar for your brain to function and everything else. Let's take all this from the fruit, and then let's keep working on whatever's left over. And I get it. I mean, I understand the science and everything, how that works. I totally get it. But in practice, it's miserable. I am miserable. So all my free time is essentially spent going, I really want to eat blah, 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 or blah. And I can't have it. And then when I do eat, it's like, it's so unsatisfying. I'm just eating like, could this be anything else? Like, it's terrible. So, we'll see. This diet, it goes through 45 days, just like this. I am in week 3 right now. And it's so 45 days like this, and then that's what takes me to the beginning of November, that first week of November. And then after that, we start adding in different foods a week at a time. I think I eat, like, I'll have eggs, say, like once or twice a day for 2 or 3 days, and then I stop eating it again for the rest of that week and see how I feel. It's supposed to see if I've got any trigger foods that I can avoid, or, you know, whatever. I also understand how that works. Totally get it. But I am just salty as all get out about it and not happy. I know I have to make changes, like I said, and I wasn't taking care of myself, but this is really, really hard, and I don't know if I can do this. So that's why I haven't been reading. That's why I haven't been doing anything, catching up with anything. I don't have the brain power or the will to do whatever, and I'm just really struggling, honestly. I know struggling doesn't mean that I'm failing, and I can do hard things. I've done hard things before. This is just miserable. And this is my favorite time of year. I love fall and all the good stuff to eat, like apple cider and roasting vegetables. And I love squash, roasted squash. Oh my God, it's my favorite. It's so good. Can't have it because I have to friggin' boil everything. Like my big treat every week is to make a pot of coffee on Sunday morning and have it with creamer and just enjoy that whole pot of coffee. Or I look forward to that all week, and I can just have black coffee now, and that's such a bummer. And yeah, I'm just having a hard time. So yeah, those two things, my mom getting sick and finally coming out of it now, and me adapting to this new lifestyle way of eating, has just sucked everything out of me. So yeah. Anyway, that's my stuff. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, if anyone stuck around, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please send me don't cheat vibes. I did cheat with lunch today. I had a big salad, and then I had to get dressing at the place, and I got balsamic, but there's olive oil in there, so that's verboten, even though it was probably a tablespoonful. I'm not supposed to have any, so whatever. I need to eat dinner, which means I have to cook a bunch of things. So I'm gonna go do that. So wish me luck. I hope you guys have all been doing well. I will actually come back and read comments this time. I promise. Like, just couldn't do before. So I hope you're all doing well and reading something wonderful. You have been taking good care of yourself and enjoying the fall. If you're up here in the northern hemisphere, or the spring in the southern, like, it's such a beautiful time of year. And you will see me in a vlog. I don't know if I'll have time to upload it before I go on vacation or not. Otherwise, you might get 2 vlogs, because I'm planning on vlogging for my vacation a little bit too. We'll see. Anyway, okay. I missed you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.